Hey there, cat lovers! Ever wondered why your feline friend does some of the strange things they do? You know, the head boops, the weird chattering noises, the zoomies at 3 a.m. We've all been there. Cats can be mysterious creatures, but their quirky behaviors aren't random. They all have a purpose, rooted in their natural instincts and communication. Today we're gonna break down the top 10 most puzzling cat behaviors and decode their secret meanings. Get ready to understand your feline friend like never before. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with a classic kneading. You know, when your cat pushes their paws in and out on soft surfaces like your lap or your face. It looks like they're making biscuits, and it's adorable. Unless their claws are out. This behavior goes all the way back to kittenhood. When kittens are nursing, they knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. It's a deeply ingrained instinct associated with comfort, contentment, and security. So when your cat kneads on you, it's a huge compliment. They're basically saying, hey, I feel safe and loved around you, just like I did with my mama. It's their way of showing affection and reliving those warm, fuzzy kittenhood memories. Now if the kneading gets a little too intense for your liking, don't punish your cat. Just gently redirect their attention to a more appropriate surface, like a soft blanket or a cat bed. You can even use this as an opportunity to give them some positive reinforcement by pairing it with some petting or treats. Remember, it's all about communication and understanding. Have you ever gotten a headbutt from a cat? No, not an aggressive headbutt, but a gentle bump of the head? That, my friends, is called bunting, and it's one of the most endearing ways cats show affection. See, cats have scent glands concentrated on their head, especially around their cheeks, chin, and ears. When they bunt you with their head, they're actually leaving their scent on you. It's their way of marking their territory, but not in a possessive way. Think of it as leaving a friendly note that says, "You're mine now," in the best way possible. It's their way of claiming you as part of their inner circle, their trusted family. So next time your cat headbutts you, take it as a badge of honor. You've been officially claimed by a feline overlord. Okay, this one can be a little unnerving if you don't know what's going on. You're relaxing at home, maybe reading a book, when suddenly your cat starts making these weird chattering or chirping noises. What gives? Are they possessed? No, it's way less exciting than that. This chattering behavior usually happens when a cat is watching birds or squirrels outside the window. It's thought to be a combination of excitement and frustration. They're hyped up about the potential prey, but they're also aware that they can't get to it. Some experts believe that these chattering sounds are actually mimicking the sounds of their prey, like the squeak of a mouse or the chirp of a bird. It's as close as they can get to actually hunting, so they're basically living vicariously through their window. So the next time your cat starts chattering at the window, don't worry. They're not going crazy. They're just engaging in a little bit of harmless and slightly noisy predatory fantasy. Chapter 4. The Perplexing Truth. It's not always what you think. We all love a good cat purr, right? It's one of the most soothing sounds in the world. And most of the time, purring does indeed signal contentment and relaxation. But here's the thing. Cats also purr when they're stressed, scared, or even in pain. Think of purring as a cat's way of self-soothing. It's their way of saying everything is okay, even when it might not be. The vibrations from purring are thought to have healing properties, helping to lower blood pressure, reduce pain, and even speed up the healing process. So how can you tell the difference between a happy purr and a stressed purr? Pay attention to your cat's body language. If they're purring while also kneading, rubbing against you, or showing other signs of relaxation, then they're probably just content. But if they're purring while hiding, trembling, or showing signs of discomfort, it's best to give them some space and maybe even consult with your veterinarian. Chapter 5. Gifts from your cat. It's not gross, it's love. Okay, this one might not be for the faint of heart. Have you ever woken up to find a dead mouse or, even worse, a half-eaten bird on your doorstep? It's enough to make you lose your breakfast, right? But before you freak out, remember this, your cat isn't trying to gross you out. They're actually trying to show you love in their own special way. In the wild, cats are natural hunters, and when they catch something, their instinct is to bring it back to their den to share with their family. So, when your cat brings you a gift, it's their way of saying, I caught this for you. I'm providing for you because I love you and consider you part of my family. I know it's not the most conventional way to show affection, but it comes from a good place. So next time your cat presents you with a less than desirable gift, Try to see it as a sign of their love and appreciation, and then, maybe dispose of it discreetly. Chapter 6. Small spaces, big comfort, why cats love to hide. Why do cats love to squeeze themselves into the smallest, most impossible-looking spaces? Whether it's a cardboard box, a laundry basket, or the space behind your refrigerator, cats seem to find comfort in being surrounded by tight spaces. This behavior goes back to their wild instincts. In the wild, enclosed spaces provide cats with a sense of security and protection. It makes them feel hidden from predators and gives them a vantage point to observe their surroundings without being seen. So when your cat chooses to hunker down in a small space, they're not necessarily being antisocial. They're simply seeking out a sense of safety and security. It's their way of de-stressing and creating a little sanctuary for themselves. Have you ever noticed your cat giving you a slow, languid blink? The kind where they slowly close their eyes and then open them again, as if they're savoring a moment of pure bliss? Well, that's not just your cat being sleepy. It's actually one of the highest forms of feline affection. In the cat world, direct eye contact can be seen as a threat. So when your cat closes their eyes slowly while looking at you, they're essentially saying, "I trust you enough to let my guard down." It's their way of showing vulnerability and affection, kind of like a kitty kiss. So the next time your cat gives you the slow blink, be sure to return the favor. It's a beautiful way to strengthen your bond and let them know that you feel safe and loved in their presence. Chapter 8. Twitchy tails and what they mean, a guide to cat tail language. A cat's tail is like a mood ring, constantly changing position and movement to reflect their emotional state. And while a wagging dog tail usually means happiness, a twitching cat tail can mean a whole range of things from excitement to irritation to pure focus. If your cat's tail is twitching rapidly back and forth, it's usually a sign of agitation or anxiety. They might be feeling threatened or annoyed, and they're warning you to back off. On the other hand, if their tail is twitching slowly and rhythmically, they're probably just feeling playful or curious. They might be stalking a toy or getting ready to pounce on an unsuspecting dust bunny. The key is to pay attention to the context. What is your cat doing? What is their body language like? By taking all of these factors into account, you'll be able to decipher your cat's tail language and understand what they're trying to communicate. Chapter 9. The nighttime zoomies, why cats go crazy at 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. You're sound asleep, dreaming of something lovely, when suddenly you're jolted awake by the sound of tiny paws pounding across the floor. Your cat is having the zoomies, racing around the house like a furry little maniac. Why? Why now? Cats are crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. These are the times when their natural prey is most active, so their instincts are hardwired for hunting during these hours. But since we've domesticated them and brought them into our homes, they've had to adapt their natural rhythms. The nighttime zoomies are often a way for your cat to release pent-up energy. They've been sleeping all day while you're at work, and now they're ready to party. It's their way of getting in a little bit of exercise and satisfying their primal instincts. Chapter 10. Lick, lick, love, what it means when your cat grooms you. Have you ever been on the receiving end of a cat bath? When your cat starts licking your hand, your arm, or maybe even your face with their sandpapery tongue. It might not be the most pleasant sensation, but it's actually one of the most loving gestures in a cat's repertoire. Grooming is an essential part of feline social bonding. Cats groom each other to show affection, build relationships, and maintain hygiene. So, when your cat licks you, they're treating you like a member of their family. They're saying, "You're my person, and I want to take care of you." Of course, some cats are more prone to licking than others. But even if your cat isn't a big licker, you can still appreciate the sentiment behind it. It's a sign that they trust you, they love you, and they want to make sure you're always looking your best. Outrow understanding your feline friend. And there you have it, folks. The next time your cat does something strange, you'll know exactly what's going on. Remember, every meow, every purr, every head boop is a form of communication. By learning to understand your cat's behavior, you'll strengthen your bond and create a deeper, more meaningful relationship. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more feline fun. See you next time.